Good day, everyone. My name is April Marie Gonzales from BSEE1, and today we will be discussing about the parts of speech. So, what is the parts of speech? In traditional grammar, a part of speech is one of the nine major categories into which words are classified based on their functions in sentences. These are the building blocks of grammar, also known as word classes. This means that understanding the different parts of speech in English grammar is very important because they play a big role in making the sense of a sentence. So the fact is you may better comprehend the underlying grammar and logic of any language you study by understanding the parts of speech, which is a useful approach to look at words. So, what are the types or how many parts rather are there in a speech? There are 8 distinct parts of speech in English. However, some individuals also include articles in the category of speech, bringing the total to 9. This includes the adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, interjections, nouns, prepositions, pronouns, verbs, and lastly is the articles. So let's start with the adjectives. Adjectives modify or describe a noun. These words ascribe an attribute to the noun being modified. Adjectives is a word which describes or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. For example, the sleepy bear hibernated all winter. In this sentence, the word sleepy is the adjective, wherein the bear is the noun. Let's just remember that in adjective, it's not about describing only the noun. It's about describing the noun and the pronoun. Okay? Next is it's a long drive, but it's worth the trip. The word long is the adjective. Last example is should I buy the blue jeans or purple sweater? The blue and the purple words are the adjectives wherein they are describing the noun jeans and sweater. The jeans and the sweater word are classified as the common noun. Let's proceed to our next example of parts of speech. The adverbs. Adverbs modify or describe a verb, adjective, or another adverb or word group. This modification provides information relating to time, place, manner, cause, degree, or circumstance. Adverb is a word which qualifies everything except a noun or a pronoun. Or this is the word which qualifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. For example, Joe grumpily got out of bed. The word grumpily is an adverb. Another one is Sarah ran very quickly to school. Very quickly is the adverb in this sentence because it qualifies the verb run. The next one, that's quite expensive, don't you think? The word quiet is the adverb. Let's proceed now to another types or parts of speech, which is conjunctions. Conjunctions are used to connect words, phrases, and clauses. They coordinate the words together so they make sense as a cohesive thought, sentence, or paragraph. This simply means that conjunctions is a joining word. in which we use conjunctions to join two words, phrases, or clauses together to make one long sentence. For example, you will need to study all night if you want to pass tomorrow's test. So the word if is used in this sentence to explain the effect or what will happen if she or he will study all night. What will happen tomorrow if you will study all night? The next sentence or the example is go to the store and buy some milk. So the word and is the conjunction wherein the end word used in this sentence a connector. Last example, Christopher doesn't have enough experience. Therefore, we will not hire him. The word therefore used in this sentence to explain in which Christopher doesn't have enough experience and that's why they will not hire him. Another types of parts of speech which is interjections. Interjections are words used as exclamations to show feelings. They are usually abrupt, interrupting the speech for emotional effect. Okay, interjections are the word or these are the word or utterance that expresses emotions, wherein it is used to add emphasis or effect without changing the message of the sentence. For example, ba? Who cares what they think anyway? So the word ba is the interjections. Next, if Cody asks me out on a date, gosh, that made my day. So the word gosh is the interjections. I spilled the coffee everywhere. Oops. The oops word is the interjections. So we can notice that these sentences or the examples given has a interjections wherein it gives the effect of the sentence without changing the meaning or the message of the given sentence. So let's proceed to another type of parts of speech. The next one is the nouns. The nouns are the name of a person, place, thing, idea, or quality. They can act as the subject or the object of a sentence. Noun is the word that names a person, animal, place, thing, idea, or concept. For example, send in the clowns. The clowns is the name of a person or the subject of this particular sentence. The next one is the Brazil. Brazil is beautiful this time of year. Brazil is the name of a place wherein Brazil is highlighted as a noun. Last example is his love of music really shows. So love of music refers to a noun because this is the main idea or concept of this sentence. Okay, let's proceed to our another types or parts of speech, which is prepositions. Prepositions are used to indicate relationships, often spatial, between nouns and pronouns. They indicate how one noun phrase, or pronoun relates to one another. Prepositions are word or this is a word that shows relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. For example, between you and me, I wouldn't trust Andy. The word between is the prepositions wherein it describes or it is used to show the relationship and the words you and me. Next one. The coffee shop is across the street, wherein the word across is the prepositions because it explains the place where it is located in the street. Last example is put the carrots in the refrigerator. So the preposition here is the word in. Let's proceed to our next parts of speech. The pronouns. Pronouns take the place of nouns to simplify speech and writing. They can otherwise function in the same way as nouns, serving as subjects and objects in sentences. Pronouns, it is a stand-in word for a noun, implying that it's not meant to be specific. For example, she is the smartest kid in class. The word she is the pronouns, wherein it replaces the real name of the person in this sentence. George took the book from him. The word him is the pronouns, wherein the word him is relying or relating to a male person in this sentence. Lastly, who is coming to the party? Who is the word pronoun. So, for example, we typically replace our names with I when speaking in the first person, or we might replace Billy with he and Jane with she. That is gender specific pronouns. So, we often use pronouns when there is not a need to be specific about the subject of the sentence. So, let's proceed to our second to the last, I think, parts of speech, which is verbs. Verbs express action or state of being. It is because of the former that verbs are often called action verbs, but not non-action verbs can be used to represent a state of being, need, sense, or preference. For example, let's walk to the park. The word walk is the verb in this sentence. The next one is the Janine lives in the Minneapolis. The word lives is the verb. The air conditioning unit desperately needs repair. The word needs is the verb. So almost every sentence requires a verb because verb denotes an action or condition of a thing. Let's proceed to our last type or parts of speech, which is articles. In English, articles are used in sentences as an adjective to modify a noun. The two types of articles are called definite and indefinite. The three indefinite articles include a, an, and some. The is the only definite article. Let's look at the examples. The tall man took the car to the shop. I gave my brother an umbrella. He found a book to read. Do you want some milk? To simply explain the articles, this is or these are the words that describe that combines with a noun to indicate the type of reference being made by the noun. To end this presentation, thank you for listening, and I would like to give my sincere credit to the parts of speech examples in the dictionary wherein I used this reference as my PPT presentation. Thank you.